At USANA, we have done away with performance reviews, which provide opinions about individual characteristics of a job. Instead, we are using a talent review, which is designed to give managers an action to take for individual employees. While we're pretty inconsistent at rating other people's skills, we're highly consistent at rating our own feelings and intentions. USANA's talent review attempts to capture input from a variety of stakeholders for each employee, specifically on how they feel about performance. Let's take a look at how you'll get started with the talent review in SuccessFactors. First, log into SuccessFactors. Then click Employee Nominates Raters under the To-Do section. You will see your employee information and talent review dates listed at the top two sections of the page. Under the Raters List heading, click on the Modify Participants button to add internal employees or external participants. Please select at least 5 participants within a maximum of 10. The employee and their direct manager are required participants. Only choose participants that you work with and are impacted in a meaningful way by what you do. Remember, your manager will need to approve all raters in your list. The list will also be reviewed by your HR generalist. To add a USANA employee to the talent review, search for a user under the Add Internal Participant List section and click Add to List. This internal participant list includes all employees globally. To add an external participant, such as a vendor or consultant, enter their email address, first name, and last name in the Add External Participant section. Then click Add to List. To remove a participant, click the red X at the end of their row. Once all participants have been added, select the drop-down box under the Category column to clarify their association to your job. Click Save when you're finished adding raters to your list. Sections 1 and 2 below simply tell you what questions will be asked during the talent review. You can also click on the rating link to see options for answering each question. These 2 sections on this screen are simply information. No questions can be answered here. Select Save and Close to continue working or Send to Manager for approval if you have finished adding people to your list. Next, if you have anything your manager would need to know about your list of raters, enter that information in the comment box. Otherwise, click Send for Manager Approval. Once you as an employee have selected participants, your manager will log into SuccessFactors and under the To-Do list, select Manager Approves Raters. Your manager will now have the chance to review the list of participants and make any modifications they feel are necessary. If the manager wants to make changes, click Modify Participants to add any internal, external, or to remove current participants. Once the list has been updated, select Send to HR to finalize raters, or Save and Close to continue working on the list later. Add any comments that might need to be forwarded to HR and click Send to HR to finalize raters. Lastly, your HR generalist will review the participants, discuss changes if needed, and send out for ratings. The talent review will then be sent to all internal and external participants. USANA employees will be notified to complete the review through your USANA email. Please follow the prompts to log into SuccessFactors to complete.